It is harvest time again, and many people are so excited with what the harvest brings. And for now, this is the end of June, and very soon, farmers that planted egusi very early will start harvesting their egusi from the farm. They will want to harvest it so that they can quickly farm benefit in that farm. So what will now happen is that the prices of egusi is going to crash because presently the prices are high. This is because harvest is coming soon. So from this end of June till July and August, people will be harvesting egusi. But the mistake that one we make now is to try to buy egusi immediately the harvest come. Remember, I promised on this channel that I'm going to be carrying you along on how this whole process goes about. But I can only carry you thus far as to what you can see probably in the channel, but you can get more information in my book, The Storage Guide. But now that egusi is about to come out, why is it that if you store it right now or if you buy it right now, you will lose money? The first reason is because at this time that egusi will come out early, what will happen is that the prices will be very low. And many people have started buying egusi. That is before in the previous years, many people have made mistake of buying egusi at that cheap price because the prices are usually very, very low at that time. So many people will like to, okay, let me go and buy it. And then because they have this fear of missing out. They have this fear that if the prices are that low and they buy, they will be able to profit. So they will now go and buy this egusi. But now look at where the problem is. After buying this egusi is still wet. They have already loaded this egusi for them and they see it, they shake it very well, and they see it that is purely one bag, that it is purely one bag of egusi that they got. But the only wahala with that is that that egusi is not okay to store. There is no how you store egusi that is just removed from the farm, that is not properly dried. So if you now carry it and say, okay, I want to go and dry it myself, look at what rain is doing. You remember how August rain used to be like. Remember how all this rain used to be like. The next minute you are drying egusi, another minute you are rushing to pack the egusi back inside the warehouse. And even after you successfully dry the egusi, the bags will reduce. And that is where you see people going to police station. That is where you see people having problem with the warehouse that they store the egusi, or the contractors or the middlemen that help them in buying the egusi. So you got the egusi at wet time, you got it cheaper, yeah, and they bag it, it is full bag. Then you now start trying to dry the egusi. So while you are trying to dry the egusi, the rain is disturbing you. So you have to pay money for drying the egusi. And it is not you. I don't know how many bags of egusi that you want to buy. But if you are like me that buy in commercial quantity, that buy plenty of it, there is no how possibly that I will start drying 100 bags of egusi. There is no how I will start drying 50 bags of egusi. That would be like that would be like being pound foolish, but naira wise. Let me not use penny wise, naira wise, and being pound foolish. That's what it will be like. So if you are doing one bag, that is when you can say, okay, I can successfully dry my one bag. But remember, if you want to dry your one bag, try and buy one bag and quarter. Because that after drying that your one bag, it's not going to be one bag again. is going to reduce. It's just like fish. If you see catfish, for instance, now, and the catfish, you you go and smoke the catfish, what do you think will happen? Immediately you smoke it, it will shrink. It will no longer be like the other one, the way it was before. So it is the same thing with egusi. So when you dry it, it will shrink. Now, another reason why you shouldn't buy right now is that when you are buying right now, most of the farmers also are not selling on desperation. Because when egusi just come out, some of the farmers are just selling, or they feel that they will be comparing the current price, because they do not know the quantity of egusi that is going to come out. You do not know the quantity, whether there will be a glut in the market or whether there will be a scarcity in the market. So it is two-way things. You might even buy early when this egusi is wet right now, and you will see that when egusi now start coming out in quantity, you will see that the price will even drop lower than the way that you bought. How do I explain it without sounding foolish? I mean, right now, egusi will start coming out end of this June in some community, where like community like Ababo, that is towards Doma. Doma is a local government in Nasarawa State. So those side, egusi might start coming out in those area, and it will come out. Cheap. Now, you might buy it cheap, but you do not know the quantity of egusi that is going to come out this year. If there is an overproduction of egusi this year, and when other communities start bringing out their own, that price, let's assume you bought it at 180,000. That 180,000 you bought it might drop to 150,000. But it is also possible that you bought it at 180,000, and when other communities start bringing their own out, you will see that there was a scarcity, and the community will now start selling their own 200,000 or 220,000. So it is a two-way thing. It is not gambling. It is demand and supply. Remember, this is distribution. This is logistics. You are not the one that helped the farmer in planting the egusi. You are not the one that helped the farmer in making sure that he protects his egusi against the herdsmen. You are not the one that helped the farmer in getting fertilizer, herbicide, manpower, and everything he needed. You did not even participate in the prayer so that the rain will fall moderately, not too small, not too high, so that the egusi will do well. So you are the logistics, you are the distribution, you are the most important aspect of the value chain. Getting this product down to the plate, getting this product down to people that need it, and then giving the farmer the money he deserves. If this farmer is rich and this farmer have more support from the government, this farmer won't sell this egusi to you at that time. The farmer will hold the egusi, and then when there is more demand for it in the market, when there is more scarcity in the market, the farmer will sell it. But we are living in a country called Nigeria that the government will not give the farmer support. We are living in a country called Nigeria where the farmers are not getting incentive. Rather, what the farmers are getting is to kill them. What the farmers are getting is to get town hall meetings to discuss negotiation and beg for their life. Look at what is happening in Benue State. Someone was telling me, what is your take on Benue State? I said, I made a video about Benue State. The farmers are really suffering in Nigeria. It takes the grace of God for us to continue to support agriculture in Nigeria. So pity the farmer. Pity the farmer. But you, since you are trying to protect your own personal economy, don't rush to say, okay, I want to go and buy egusi now. So if you are not buying egusi now, what should you be doing now? The major thing you should be doing right now is to prepare. Now, the first thing you need to do, oh, before I say more on this, can you please, if you have watched this video to this point, can you please press that subscribe button so that you can stay connected to this channel? I see many people watch my videos, but they don't subscribe. They just come back to search it. But when you subscribe, you get updates from me, especially as we try to make money this period. Okay. So what are the things you are supposed to be doing right now since the Egusi is not out? First thing is keep your money where it can be accessed. So keep your money in your bank. So if the money is in treasury bill, if the money is in gold, if the money is in real estate or wherever the money is, it is now time for you to convert it to cash. So that by cash, I don't mean physical cash. I mean convert it to stay in a bank account where it can easily be accessed. Then the second thing you need to know is to determine where you are going to be keeping this egusi. Have you gotten the market to sell it later? So if you have gotten the market to sell it later, then consider clearing a space in your house where you are going to keep this egusi. The space must be a very dry place and do not have moths and it's not easily cold. And you also need to get a pallet. If you are going to be keeping it in your house, you need to get a pallet. A pallet is this wooden something that the carpenter formulates that you will not keep the egusi on the ground. You have to keep the egusi on top of a pallet. Because when you keep it on the ground, the cold from the ground is going to spoil it. And when it is time to sell, you will see that you have wasted your money. So if you are going to be keeping it in your house, please get a pallet. Then you also need to determine whether you are storing this egusi or you are trading this egusi. I have said this again and again. There is a big difference between storing an agricultural product and trading an agricultural product. There is a big difference between it. If you are trading an agricultural product, what it means is that you will buy this egusi and then you will peel it. Either you use hand to peel it or you use machine peeling. Some people like the hand peeling. It's more expensive than machine peeling. Then you will sell it in your community. That way, you establish a trade in a foodstuff business. Do not sell it only on social media. Please try your best to get a shop in the market. I always say this thing that if you want to be serious about agriculture, you need to get an outlet. Not to divert, but I was on a consultation with a very, very big farmer in Ibadan. In fact, he is a second generational farmer, meaning that his dad in the 60s and 70s was a poultry farmer. And then he was born here in the United Kingdom. And even after staying in the United Kingdom, he decided to go back and continue the second generation farm, to continue from where his father started. And then right now, they have their own mill. It's a very big farm. They have over 15,000 layers and they have about 12,000 catfish because he just introduced catfish. But the point I am trying to make is that he told me that the secret of their farm is the outlet. That when they do not have outlet, they were in the mercy of middlemen. But when they now have outlet in the center where everybody goes to get egg, the middleman are now begging them, please don't bring the egg to the market. We'll come and carry it. I beg, don't bring. Because when they bring, they are the producer. What will happen is that their prices is usually farm price. It is friendly. But the middleman will put money in it. So why am I telling you this? The success of trading agricultural products is in the outlet. For the past 2 days right now, me and my team, we have been working on getting an outlet for our smoked fish in the market. Now, we understand that the smoked fish and the catfish business have a union in the market. And if I'm in Nigeria, it will have been easier for me. But since I'm not in the Nigeria, I still have to go through a whole lot of rope in order to get into the union and get an outlet where everybody sells smoked fish. We're also looking at also getting smoked fish, an outlet in Abuja. Along Abuja, Kefi to Abuja, there is a place where people stop to buy fish in quantity. So we are looking at also getting an outlet there, so that we can also be taking our fish there. So even if the people don't know me on YouTube or social media, if they want to buy fish, they can see our fish and purchase. And if they like it, next time, if they are traveling along there or someone is traveling, they will tell the person, please stop by. You will see one shop who this rice smoked fish in that place, buy from that person. Okay, why am I telling you this? I want you to succeed. And that is why you need to subscribe to this channel. You need to share this video and show people. Agriculture is very easy when you are doing it the right way. So if you are trading, let's just go back to the Egusi, Abi. So if you are trading this Egusi, consider getting a shop where or an outlet close to the market where you'll be trading it. Okay, it is different from storing. So know what you want to do. Do you want to keep this Egusi unpeeled and sell? Or do you want to peel this egusi and sell to household? So know what you are going to do. Storage and trading is two different things. Now, if you do not have the contact to sell this egusi, the next thing you need to do is, what warehouse am I going to store this egusi? Am I storing this egusi in Kano? Or am I storing this egusi in Lagos? Or am I storing this egusi in Lafia? In my book, The Storage to Profit, the most practical guide on storage business in Nigeria right now, I talk about why the Lafia warehouse is the best place for you to store this egusi at this time. This is because buyers will always come to the warehouse to buy it. So it means that if you, at the point of storing this egusi and you need money urgently, it is very easy to just make a call, and then that day or the next day or 2 days later, highest, this egusi will be sold. A buyer will come and buy it, not at a useless price, but at the current market price. And then you will go out. By go out is, what do they call it in trade? Yes, you leave the trade. You understand? You leave the trade happy. You understand? So please, if you know you do not have connection to sell this egusi, don't let village pride to make you to go and store this egusi in your house. You are going to cry. I have told you people story of a mentee of mine that called me that his cousin is about to lose 12 million naira. The cousin is staying in Enugu and he went and store maize and soya beans in his village in Enugu. So now, when it is time to sell, who will now come to his village to come and buy maize? Who will come to his village to come and buy maize? So these are the real matters that we are talking about. So please make sure that you are storing this thing in a warehouse. The Lafia warehouse, they have been using them for so many years, even before they relocated from Yam Zone and they relocated them to the government facility that we are now using along Kwandri Road. So you get a very good warehouse and you store. I also have a community where I am teaching people how they can also do this themselves. But for you to get access to the community, you have to pay money. It is 20,000 naira, and that gives you access to the book. First of all, you get the book, the storage guidebook, and then you get updates in that community: when to buy, when to sell, current prices, where to buy. Everything is in that community. And if you also need help from me in buying, in purchasing, all these things offered in that community. You send me a message on +234 7053216310, and I will get you registered and started in that community. So if you have determined the warehouse that you are going to store, for the purpose of this video, we have agreed that we are going to use the Lafia warehouse. Now, the next thing you need to determine is how many bags am I prepared to buy? How many bags? You need to make up your mind and know how many bags you want to buy, because this knowing how many bags you want to buy will factor in, okay, what if the prices go high or if the prices go low? So you will factor that in and know, okay, look at my budget. I want to use 100,000 naira to start. I want to use 10 million naira to start. What is this 10 million naira going to get me? You understand? Now, also know what is your exit strategy. What is your exit strategy means, when are you going to sell? Are you going to keep it till next year to sell? Or are you going to exit probably in September, October, so that you can be able to buy benefit? Because that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to exit early so that I can buy benefit. And then I'm going to exit benefit early so that I can buy rice paddy. Again, look at what is happening to farmers in Benue State. Benue State is the food basket of the Federation, and it is close to Nasarawa. So I normally say that Benue State and Nasarawa State is the food basket of the nation, including Kaduna, Taraba. But look at what is happening. Herdsmen are everywhere killing the farmers in the farm. So rice, yes, rice is going to be very expensive this year. Yes, Benefit is going to make sense this year. Yes, Egusi is going to make sense this year. Why this is not an investment advice, I will advise you to always meet an investment expert when you want to make decision that comes with investment. What I'm sharing with you now is what I'm doing, what I have done, and what helped me to build my farm. What helped me to build my farm. So this is what I've been doing, and that is what I am sharing with you. So don't take it as an investment advice. If you want investment advice, go to offices where they wear suits and go and meet them so that they will give you investment advice. Okay? So please do not buy Egusi yet. You are going to lose your money. What do they call me in the country where you reside? Because here in the United Kingdom, they call me Shaw Boy. And if you got value from this video, drop in the comment section, Shaw Boy, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.